Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? I've got me snood, me gaiter. I've got me gloves, I've got me hat on. I've got me thermal socks on. It's not cold, obviously. Das ist sehr typisch. 12 degrees, man. That's heavy. That is heavy, that lad. Averaging 37 miles a gallon on the way down here. 48 on a motorway run, 37 on the way to the match, and about 30 round Southport. Not good, is it? Oh, hang on. The lights are off on the busy van, the coats are on, they're getting out. I hope they don't come and duff me up. Should be alright though. I haven't done anything wrong, have I? I've got my blue badge. Lad, I can park where I want to. They seem alright actually. There's far more to worry about, isn't there, when you're a policeman at a football match than people parking in places they shouldn't really be. As I say, I've got a blue badge though, so I can do. Can't park anywhere I want, but not far off. Not far off. Not far off at all. Oh man, my back's killing me. I woke up at the crack of 10. I had a shower. My back is still so sore. Mandy. Wagwan and ting, fam. How you doing? You alright? How's life in sunny Rill? Is it sunny? It's funny you talking about that the other day, about the skies being blue, and I looked out of our window and you couldn't see anything at all, not even over the road. It was that foggy. Foggy and misty. Fisty, I was going to say. Fisty is something completely different, isn't it? So there's loads of places around here to park, but you're not allowed to. It's not foggy. Now that's a start, isn't it? How is the sonic quality on this today? Is it any good or is it shite? I'm not using my usual mic at the moment. I'm using a shotgun mic for this one. Cute little bambino. Looking very nonplussed. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Bonjour, Botrix. Ça va? I know you're not French, you're Spanish, aren't you? Hola, bonjour. Ça va? Willkommen, bienvenue. You can see a teeny patch of blue sky. I can see a teeny patch of blue sky. There's a lot of cloud around today. There's a lot of cloud around today, as Scylla would say. If the big fucking Tory hadn't been gone long ago. Sound is okay. Sound is okay. Is this Scouse 101, is it? Repeat after me. Sound. Sound is okay. Just keeping an eye out. It's funny this. Being able to see the stadium behind me in rear view mirror. Well, in fact, you can see it there, can't you? Just there. Wait, hang on. There. That blue thing there. That is part of the stadion. I know it's really bright, isn't it? So it's a bit blown out. My head isn't in the middle now. Better. So I'm not even using that. Don't even know why I've got it on. That's for the Osmo Pocket 3. I'm not using the Osmo Pocket 3 at the moment. Although I might when we get into the stadium. What do you reckon? Because I don't really want to leave it in the car. It's worth about half what the car's worth. Don't want to be leaving that around, do we? No, no, no. Oh, I am tired. Didn't sleep well last night. Despite being exhausted. I think I might have been overtired. Perfect horizontal, lots of roof though. Hang on. Bit more orange. Bit more orange. That'll make me stick out, won't it? To the swipers, the vipers. All them lot. Not any better. I've got to be careful. I need to be able to read the actual chat. If it's too far down, I can't. Am I that Everton fan? Jenny Thong 09. I am indeed. We are here again. We are at Goodison Park for another Everton game. Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Or Notts Forest if you want to wind them up. Because they hate that. It's not Notts, it's Nottingham. County or Notts. Notts Forest, mate. We'll call you what we want to call you. Lukash. How you doing, bud? 1-1 Man City. Yeah, it was a good result, that. A very, very unexpected result for Everton. But the last 3 games, we've had Arsenal away, Chelsea home and Man City away. And we've got 3 points out of that. I am absolutely delighted. If someone had given me 3 points before those 3 games, I'd have snapped their hand off. Who are you? How you doing, Carl? My name's Nick. Or are you singing songs by The Who? Who? Now you've got Messi. Where am I from? I am from Liverpool. Or the Independent People's Republic of Liverpool. And I'm here in Liverpool at the moment. You can see behind me there, that bit of blue there is Goodison Park. The game kicks off at 3 o'clock. So I'm waiting for the gates to open. And I will go in, get myself a coffee. And I'll jump back on and do another live from inside the stadium. Except this time, I have remembered me gloves, because last time when I did it, I was absolutely freezing. I couldn't feel my hands. And my coffee went cold. How bad's that? How bad's that? Abbas, how you doing, bud? How's things? Richen? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, can I rap it? Unfortunately not. I am not from West Philadelphia, born and raised. I'm from South Liverpool, is where I spent most of my days. And we weren't shooting b-ball either. Probably shooting each other in that part of the world. How am I? I am doing fantastic, thank you very much. How are you, bud? How's things? Are you full of the joys of spring? Today in the UK is the first day where sunset will be at 4 o'clock. It's been before 4 o'clock for the last, I don't know how many weeks. We've hit 4 o'clock today, and then I don't know how long it's going to take. 3 weeks, it might go to 5 o'clock, and then we're starting to get towards the spring. How good is that? I am looking forward to a little, see what's going on. Try some walking as well. Can I do the John Barnes rap? Oh, no, can't be doing that. He's a Liverpool player, or an ex-Liverpool player. I'm not a rapper. If I am, I'm a rapper with the capital C. Although John Barnes, isotonic Lucozade Sport, gets your thirst fast. It's a bit John Barnesy, isn't it? I mean, you've got to hold and give, but do it at the right time. That one. That is, by the way, World in Motion is the greatest football song of all time. Ban on, mate. What do I think of strip clubs? I used to drink in a strip club in Liverpool. I don't know what it's called now. It used to be called a Pen and Wig. And when the pub upstairs was quiet during the week, they close it and just send us downstairs. So I've spent many a happy hour discussing literature, films and art with semi-clad women. Very interesting evenings. A lot of them that I spoke to were doing lap dancing to earn money to put themselves through college. So if that's what you can do to be able to progress yourself, fair. Who am I to say it's not the right thing to do? Obviously, I'd rather my daughter not do it, but if that's her choice, that's her choice. I mean, she hasn't, I'll be honest with you, but yeah. I think the whole phrase of your body, your choice, we should stick by that. Men should stick by that. We shouldn't be telling women what to do. Nor should we really be paying to go and watch them. But if that's what young ladies want to do, more power to them. I haven't been for a while though, as I'm now a middle-aged man. It seems more of a young man's stag party kind of thing, doesn't it? Where's the thing gone with the thing? Chat filter or messages. There we go, it's better. Yeah. But yeah. I think we could lose 3-1 today. We could, to be honest with you, Jenny. Nottingham Forest are one of those teams that they seem to have been playing well. They've got a good manager. The squad seems to be quite together, and they understand that to be able to stay in this league, you have to work hard as well. You can't just rely on the occasional point here and point there. You've got to go out and earn those points. Not sure if it's you, but sound and vision are not synced. They're not synced. I ain't going where we are. I ain't going. Should we see if we can change this? Shall we? Shall we see if we can change this up a little bit? Just give me a second. I don't know, this might fix it. It might not do, but it might do. It might do. It's worth a try. I was going to use my other phone. That's why I'm using this particular microphone at the moment. One sec. Just... Ooh. One second. I'll be back in a second. Just a minute, a second. I'm just pushing you in right now. Oh, did you feel that? Did you? How is that? Jim's cartoons and clips. Greetings from Tokyo, as the great Charles Emerson Winchester from MASH would call it. Right, that means I am going to have to put up a Japanese flag when I get home. Every time we get someone from somewhere else in the world, the flag goes up on the back. When I do my stream tonight, hopefully there'll be a Japanese flag up as well. Brilliant. How are you doing, Jim? Sorry. Yeah, Mandy doesn't like football, Jenny. She doesn't. I have to put a little sign on the stream whenever we talk about football, just a little football pause sign. And it's not good. She doesn't like it. Mandy likes knitting. Not everyone can like football. I like football. I don't like knitting, see? We're still here all together in perfect harmony, side by side on our piano. Keyboard, oh Lord, why don't we? How's things, Jim? Jim is not a particularly Japanese name. How did you come by your moniker, or what are you doing in Tokyo? My dad went to Tokyo in 1980. And back then it was such a culture shock. He said it was amazing. He come back with a Nikon camera, which was worth thousands, and with loads of photographs, and a geisha doll, which we've still got in the house all these years later, in a glass cagey thing. It's gorgeous. And a doll for my sister, who was born in 1980, little Tokyo Rose. I think she might have it somewhere. He loved it. Are you from Liverpool or the Wirral? You're a Jedi, lad. And he got all the way over there to Tokyo, of all the places in the world, and the interpreter that the football club had hired to look after him was from Liverpool. And as he was getting introduced, he said, my name is David Ashcroft, I think his name was. And my dad went, what? Ashcroft? From Liverpool? Yeah. Where about in Liverpool are you from? And then they ended up finding out that they were cousins. So all the way around the world, and he bumped into his cousin, who was an interpreter in Japan. Born in 1980 as well. Good year that my sister was born in 1980. It sounds like the TV show Supergram. What a theme tune that is, by the way. Don't want to cause a ruckus with B.A. Baracus. She makes them look like a bunch of fairies. She's got more bottle than United Dairies. Look out for Super Gran. Brilliant. She's a serious granny. Oh, hello. I think we might have a little guest joining us. Super Gran, I remember it well. Tomasz. Keep passa, dude. You are live.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Hello everyone, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know?
There you go, see, he knows the score and everything.
Excellent, who's in? Mandy's in. Hello Mandy. I didn't realise you could see everyone.
Yeah.
Actually there. Mandy, put some clothes on please. Thank you, yeah. How are you?
What part of Liverpool are we in? This at the moment is Kirkdale, I think, or Walton. I'm good, not bad away. That's off Mandy.
I thought it might have been. Mandy, thank you very much. That is beautiful. Thank you very much indeed.
I think she's been picking the seam now, the cheating bastard.
Yeah, possibly. There's a little bit just there. Might have had a bit of interference. Bit of sandpaper on that side. That'll swing lovely. That'll be a nice stress ball for watching Lancashire this coming year.
You'll need it. Yeah, Jim, we're in Kirkdale. Goodison Park is just behind us. You can see there the blue. We are playing Nottingham Forest. Everton versus Nottingham Forest. I can't wait for it. I haven't seen us. Have I seen us win this year? I must have done.
Palace, Wolves, the cup games? No, maybe not.
I've seen us draw, which is a vast improvement on last year. Jim, you've levelled up to level 1, mate.
Going up, Jim.
It's going up. It's there. Ali, how you doing?
Ali, hello.
This is Thomas. You'll recognise Thomas.
And yeah, you can see my scars from me falling over in November. I'm not going to show you my heels. I'm hot and sweaty because after Nick and I froze at the last match, I've got my thermals and my scarf and my hat, everything on. Fully expecting it to be Baltic today, but it's mild.
It is.
It's fierce mild.
According to this, it's 12 degrees, which is just stupid.
Ali says, "Oh Jesus, Tom. Ali.
It's nice. I like going live anyway. I never used to. I was shitting myself when I first started.
Does Jenny there think that I'm your son? Potentially.
Potentially, yeah. Which speaks volumes about how old I look at the moment.
It would be an honour.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that, Jenny. Thank you.
That's not my son.
Oh no, lovers now.
All right.
Yeah. No, Jenny, I am part of Nick's wonderful community here on Positive Mental Attitude, and it's my pleasure and privilege to, well, get into a strange man's car and bring him some goo.
It sounds a lot worse than it is. Honeycomb goo.
Honeycomb goo. I was looking for a bottle of alcohol-free red wine, but I got left out of the North End Asda in Birkenhead. Oh. So it had to be goo. I
went last night to Tesco. They never had a single bottle left, so I had to go over to Sainsbury's, which made for quite a good thumbnail.
Oh, yes, different.
Goo, because I'm worth it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get sponsored at some point.
At some point. And Ali, ever consistent to form. How's Mrs. Tom? Mrs. Tom's at home, Ali. She'll be all right. She'll be enjoying the peace today.
Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom?
If you go in the game, says Jenny, why you not got Everton top on, for please say? Because we've got the smock.
The smock. You can't mock the smock. You can't mock the smock.
Mind you, you've got your snood and your layers as well.
I have. I've got an Argentina tracky top on underneath as well. The reason is because I went to the match in the mid-80s and my uncle used to go mad. No colours. All I was allowed to wear was one little pin badge. And he used to buy me one every couple of games, so I had a load of pin badges.
Very much the same. I think it's a cultural thing that we don't really do the kits. I've got scarf and I've got Santo Domingo on the hat, but nothing else other than, of course, I had to wear it for today. My merch there.
There you go. Member of the Bears Post staff. Jim, are you from the Wirral? Are you from Birkenhead? Jim is from the Wirral. Liverpool stroke the Wirral.
Jim is from the Wirral. Did I hear on the way in that Jim is currently abroad elsewhere?
He is. He's in Tokyo.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, Wirral. Lived in Birkenhead for a bit, Jim. Is it that obvious with the accent? Am I dropping the O's?
By the way, it is the oblong of dreams, don't forget.
It is, indeed.
Can you not go horizontal? We've only just met, Mandy. For Christ's sake. We're not that kind of stream.
Don't you remember the Maradona handball? And you've got an Argentina top on.
Yes, I wore an Argentina football shirt in Cuba in 2005. And as I walked into one of the rooms, one of these swarthy Spanish type looking fellas said to me, "Argentina, what about your queen?" And I just shouted, "Fuck the queen," and they started laughing. And after that, he looked after me. So yeah, I like Argentina. And Maradona, I love him as well. What we need at Everton right now is one horrible cheating little bastard, and I would settle for a Maradona.
Yeah, he'd improve us probably a little bit.
Slightly.
A bit of time off the bench, maybe.
Plus, of course, being from Liverpool, and I'm not as bad as Liverpool fans with this, but I don't care about England. I'd rather them win. But this is the football team we're talking about. I'd rather them win, but if they didn't, I honestly couldn't care less. I'd rather Everton win a throw-in than England win a World Cup, to be honest with you.
If Mandy can't have us horizontal, she wants me to get in the back.
Oh, like the craze. What's going on here?
I'll just sort of lean, Mandy. Oh,
There you go,
need
better.
to see me, particularly. It's sort of half of each of us. Is it our good halves?
You can't go horizontal from a vertical, unfortunately. It's one or the other.
Jim can hear Wirral in the accent. Thank you, Jim. I'll take that.
There's a hint, isn't it? There's a hint with the O. It's slightly different.
It's you do it best, presenting that Wirral drop of things.
Yeah, the best thing to do with that is the likes of it. Oh no, it's Yoko Ono. Don't go, it's Yoko Ono.
Whereas, I'm probably getting towards that. Oh no, it's Yoko Ono. Yeah.
See, that's nowhere near as bad, that.
Yeah.
And also, I occasionally veer into the posh, so I'm led to believe. I've lived in Southport for 33 years, and I used to get called a Tory all the time. Ali, slanger. Thank you very much. No, don't. There you go, hearted that now. Thank you very much, Alison. Ali. How many players for Everton are actually from Liverpool? Have we got any at the moment?
Pickford from Sunderland, Mikolenko from Ukraine, Jared Branthwaite, Carlisle, James Tarkovsky, I don't know.
He's from Manchester.
Is he Manchester?
In the area. With his little bottle of Budweiser.
Well, it's Ashley Young back today, probably.
Yeah. James Garner, I think, he's from the Wirral, isn't he?
He's Wirral.
So he's the nearest one, I think, at the moment.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Harrison Armstrong, when he plays, where's he from?
I think he's Wirral as well, isn't he? Yeah.
I don't think there's proper Scousers in there, unfortunately.
No. Not since Tom Davis, God rest his soul, left off to Sheffield. Yeah. Thank you, Ali. Am I splitting that with you then for stream costs today?
You are.
Okay.
You're part of the squad.
Excellent. What time are we on? 1:10. Are you getting in for doors opening at 1:30 or so?
1:30ish, there you go. By the way, that's the bear.
That from the Bears Paws fame?
One of the little in the background bears. Feel a weight in that.
Oh God, that's heavy.
Yeah. That's sort of occasionally in the background of videos. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to look out for that, and when you see it, mention it in the comments. It's just a way of trying to farm comments for me videos.
Little Easter egg there.
Yep.
The weighty bear.
All the way from China. Could be full of COVID, that, and we don't know about it.
H5N1 or whatever's next. Good.
It's quality there, isn't it?
That's nice.
Lives in here when it's I'm out and about.
Ali's going to Tesco. Ali, Tesco will be there. We might not be here.
Get some goo while you're here, because we're worth it. Oh, by the way, if anyone's watching from Thermos, you pack of bastards. My Smeg cup arrived this morning as I was leaving.
You got a Smeg cup?
I have now got a Smeg cup.
Nice.
Black as well, similar to that one. Thermos, you're running out of time here, although I did sign up for an agency that you can sign up with as an influencer, which made me so fucking embarrassed to do it. Just because you can join the Thermos Influencers Affiliate Marketing.
Oh, right, okay.
And I thought it'd be nice to do that and just get the occasional bit of kickback from them.
Would be good.
Which is cool or hot, depending on what you put in there.
Yeah.
Maradona is a cheating bastard. He is, but he's also, or he was rather, he's fantastic. He was a renegade, a maverick, if you will. I miss the days of Mavericks. I grew up in the era of Stan Bowles, whose autobiography we have in the house, and my father is on the cover of it. Marking him apparently, but looking in a completely different direction. And the likes of Tony Curry at Sheffield United and Leeds. Who else was around then? The proper number 10 Mavericks of the 70s and 80s, Rodney Marsh, all these fantastic players. Maradona was one of those players, and he played for Argentinos Juniors in Tokyo in 1980 against Middlesbrough, but my dad never got to play against him because he was injured for that game. But he was lucky really, because the centre-half who was playing at the time, a lunatic Scotsman from the Gorbals, I think, called Tony McAndrew, said, let's see how fast he can limp. And he never come on the pitch. And Middlesbrough won that tournament. The Kirin World Cup it was called, 1980. If you have a look, there is footage on YouTube. Why do Scousers boo the national anthem? Right, Jenny, the reason why Scousers do, and it's not all of us, it's most of us, is because of the way Liverpool as a city was treated by the establishment. There was a thing, Margaret Thatcher's government back in the mid to late 80s had something that was called managed decline. They were trying to put Liverpool into, which was basically to let the city go bankrupt and let us completely go to the wall. And if it hadn't been for European money, we'd have been knackered. European money came in, the likes of the Albert Dock was redeveloped, more money and investment came into the city and we recovered. And then after that we also had Hillsborough, where the establishment tried to cover up the deaths of 97 football fans as being the football fans' fault. So the whole city is very much anti-establishment now and against the English government.
And I think it's even before then, isn't it? Before the Second World War, when he would have been Minister of Defence, Winston Churchill sending gunboats up the Mersey to quell a strike.
Yeah, there you go. But
ridiculously, disproportionately heavy-handed. The city's had a long-standing difficult relationship with authority that extends to the national anthem, Jenny.
It does, and it continues to this day. And also, if you have a look at the Liver building, there's often said we've got two Liver birds, Bella and Bertie, one looking out to sea and one looking at the city. The one that's looking out to sea, it's often been said that we look towards America and we look towards Ireland. We have more in common with New York, Dublin and Belfast than we do with London. And I think that does represent us as a city. We are more European and more global in our outlook than a lot of the UK. So we're not English. The saying is Scouse, not English. Not as many Everton fans live by that maxim, but a lot of Liverpool fans do. So that's the reason why. It's not booing the anthem, it's not booing the royal family as such, it's booing what it represents, which is treating our city like shit.
Jenny says she thinks he's class. What do us two think of Paddy the Baddie Pimblett?
Right, there's only one Paddy the Baddie, and that's my stroke specialist, Dr. McCartney. I called him Paddy the Baddie. And I reckon he's a bit of a beaut, to be honest with you. I reckon he's the kind of lad that'll be getting his arse handed to him on a regular basis in town. There's no need for the accent. People don't really talk like that. I don't like people who try and be uber scouse. Lad, know them lot. I mean, I say lad occasionally, but I try to ration it to at least one every 4 or 5 sentences, not one every couple of words. And I also don't reckon he's that tough compared to other lads in the city. You went to the Hillsborough Awareness Concert in 1997. I never went to that, but I remember the whole city was in mourning. We played in the other semi-final that day. Was it at Villa Park, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And everyone came out buzzing that we were winning, and slowly, sort of, an atmosphere started to build. People knew something was wrong. It was in the days before mobile phones, and people had transistor radios, and some of the news started filtering through. By the time people got back to Lime Street at the station, they sort of understood that things were bad. Didn't realise it was that bad. From that day onwards, this city has been in mourning and also as close as it ever will be as a community. We can fight amongst ourselves, but if you take on one of us, you take on all of us. And I think that's one good thing to be said about the city. That brought us together. And when you have a look at whenever there's the Hillsborough anniversary, it's always done with a huge amount of respect. And say what you like about Bill Kenwright, but there's a brilliant speech that he did at Anfield, where one of the things he said is, never take on Scouse mums, and he was 100% right. You'll never win.
Jim talking about the concert 97, I think that was Anfield. And I remember like the Space and Lightning Seeds and people playing it. I don't know whether it was some turning point in the trials or fundraising or what. But yeah, exactly what Nick said.
Louise, how's life 38,000 feet up on Mount Pendle? How are you doing? This is Tom.
Hello, Louise. Yes, I will have a flake in that, please. Did you know, from the Guardian quiz yesterday, Pendle Hill is tautological?
Yep. Louise has said Pendle is hill, isn't it?
It was, the quiz was what links, and it was the River Avon, the Gobi Desert, Pendle Hill, and something else, and they were tautological, so Louise is up hill.
Hill, yep.
Very good.
River, desert. She has said it before. She's smart as our Louise.
Mandy's keeping watch, as ever,
she
faithfully.
Is. Mandy the Spanner.
And Louise, this is my cricket ball knitted from Mandy. Isn't that wonderful? Probably I'll have bitten a chunk out of that by the end of the 90 minutes today, just out of sheer sort of stress and frustration.
That's what Everton do to you. I shouldn't call you the Spanner either. That used to be a nickname of one of the girls who worked in our pub. When we found out why, it's because one of the lads said whenever he walked in and saw it, his nuts tightened. It's not good, that, is it? Pen is hill, Del is hill, and hill is hill, so you're also, you're hill. Pen, of course.
Oh, yes, yeah, true.
Uphill and down Dale. You want to flirt with that, love?
It's surreal having the accents and the mostly first hand here.
Why we both hide? We're not going out with each other. You should be happy. Don't hide it. It's 2024. Embrace it. Embrace the suck 21. No, that's a different channel.
Jenny, it's the height difference. I'm just a smidge under 6 foot something.
I'm just a smidge over. Verified by Mandy. One of the first things she did as I walked through the door was let me measure you. Not the first time that's happened. There we go. What's your favourite pub? Oh, I can't go to the pub anymore. But
Nick can't, and I don't really. Jim, you know the Wirral. I like Gallagher's in Birkenhead. That used to be the pub and barber shop. You get hair in your pint, but a nice atmosphere in there. No, not one for drinking particularly much. I'll go meet my uncle in the fan zone shortly and might have a sip of something there, but no, we're just near the Spello. I've come up past the Frost, and no, they're just all peeved. Louise is admiring my ball there.
Nice balls. Jenny, congratulations, you levelled up to level 2. It's going up, it's there. My favourite pubs round here used to be the Royal Oak, the Winslow, the Carisbrooke, which has now been demolished, the Medlock, the Brick, the Chepstow, the Harlech. This shows you part of the reason why I had a stroke in the first place. Far too many good pubs. The Pen and Wig in town was my favourite, or the Croc next door. The Pen and Wig is no more. That's now something else. Gutted. The Pen and Wig used to be the most lunatic place on earth. I've gone in there on many a Tuesday or Wednesday night after work when it's been quiet, and then had to go home afterwards and shake my head for about 3 days at the sheer lunacy. Baldy Fred, as you walk in the bathroom, well, toilet door open with his kecks round his ankles, saying, you can't tell me about riding horses over Tato Heath. Fred, I don't need to see your marble purse, mate, put it away. Crazy days. The Pen and Wig, Jim, it's the best place in town, or it used to be. So yeah, that. There was also the Ethical Glass over the road. Our mate Mark from Birmingham used to run it. All right, mate. Did a very good Chateau Neuf de Pape in there. It's no longer, unfortunately. Yeah, the First National over the road from our work in there. The Slaughterhouse, the Corn Market. Again, far too many pubs I used to go into, which is why Explodey Brain. The more you chat, the higher the level. I'm hearing that in Ray Vaughan's voice. The louder you scream, the faster the ride. Shabba.
Jim, Nick has a regular schedule of Wednesdays and Sundays from 8
till 11-ish.
8 till 11-ish of YouTube streams. Come and join us and chat about the pubs of the area at some point.
You should do, because it is a pub as well, the stream.
It is.
It's the Bears Paws. We open at 8 o'clock every Wednesday and Sunday.
I have got comfy shoes on. I've got my new Saucony Saucony trainers on, Louise.
Verified.
Have you got gloves with you?
I have.
Excellent. Okay, yep, we're sorted.
The fingerless, but if you ever look, there's a little flap at the back and turns them into mittens because I'm a child. You will do. Thank you, Jim. Look forward to that, mate.
What do you win with the levels, Jenny? Mandy's going to win anyway, probably. No, it's not just for fun, Mandy. Don't say that.
It's also, you win my ever-loving respect and admiration. There you go.
That's what we're all here for, really. Yeah.
And it's all part of the community. It's what we like. There's not enough community in the world, unfortunately. Everyone lives on the phone, which I know is ironic in the fact I'm streaming this on the phone and you're probably watching it on a phone. But it's nice to become part of a community and then actually meeting people. The first time I've met Thomas, I've met Mandy. I haven't yet done base camp at Pendle Hill. That's a long way to go up in 38,000 feet. And to be honest with you, the likes of Steve and Helen is a long, long way to go. Probably quicker to fly over to Denmark than it is to go to Norwich.
Yeah, we'll go and see Casper.
Yeah, indeed, Casper. You've got a pair like that as well. You'd have to show us your pair, Louise.
See, I missed that then. Yeah.
Insert Frankie Howard gift there.
Yep.
Do I ever go live from Everton stand inside the ground? If you watch in about 15 or 20 minutes, I will be live from inside the stadium. And this time I'll be wearing my gloves to make sure that my hand doesn't freeze off. My Douwe Egberts went absolutely freezing cold last week. It was ridiculous. Devastated. Absolutely devastated. My coffee was stunning. I'm going to have to stop saying stunning. I do it far too often.
I was just getting the Frankie Howard up
for you. Louise, show us your pair. There you go. Not during the match because you can get kicked out for that, unfortunately. It is against copyright. But I do stream beforehand while we're in there. And I wish Rossi would fuck off as well, doing that stupid music and his playing the match today. Fucking what? Louise, level up to level 16. It's going up, it's going up.
That's a hat-trick, isn't it?
It is, it's a hat-trick.
Live ninja hat-trick. That's all yours.
Your flaps are your own business. There's good money to be made out of that, to be honest with you. There you go, look at that. Admire the flappage.
You get a flake in each one of those sorts of holes, couldn't you?
Can you get a flake in that, love?
Yeah.
I'm also, by putting these on, I end up looking like either Kevin Rowland from Dexy's Midnight Runners or Steptoe. And I was up early this morning, so probably Steptoe was more like it. Woohoo, do you feel like heavy metal? You subscribed to the channel ages ago. You make an episode called Peace of Mind. I want to follow you back, Jim, if I haven't. That's the unfortunate problem with this. It's not the same as like Twitter or something like that. You don't get a notification that someone's followed you. Gino, oh man. The good days, the Dexys good days before they went all fucking violin-y and viola-y. Brass, more brass is needed in Dexys. Bit of plan B. Love us, love us. That is a good cup of tea. There you go, you're getting all the bigots, aren't you?
All live, yes.
In a Scouse accent, can I say chicken and chips and a can of Coke for your wife, please? Right, well, I've done this before. I don't really talk like that. I do say chicken rather than chicken. But for you, Jenny, just for you, where are we? Chicken and chips and a can of Coke. Ah, lad, give us a go with your fucking chicken, lad. There you go, how's that?
I can't do that, sorry.
Jockey Wilson said it was Petite. That's one of the greatest moments in Top of the Pops history. That and All About Eve not kicking in when the music started. Yeah. Not everyone says chicken. Not everyone sounds, I've said this before, not everyone sounds like a Starbucks coffee machine, but some do. And I hate it when you're speaking to them. The lads who call it, the ones who call the Nan's lad. Fucking hell, Nan lad, cheers for me, Prezi. Why are you calling your Nan lad?
Jenny, I can't do that. I have not got the Scouse accent to do that. Please, may I have chicken and chips and a can of Coca-Cola, please?
There you go. That's the oblong of dreams, poshness. I remember Riley's in town, I do. Unfortunately, I remember too many pubs in town. That is the unfortunate problem. I mean, there's loads more now as well if you go in. Things like McGuffey's on Castle Street has opened up. I remember Castle Street when it used to be a complete shithole. There'd be a Boots the Chemist followed by a leather shop. I don't mean a leather shop like that. Selling handbags and stuff. There was no reason or rhyme to it whatsoever. It was just crazy little shops plonked everywhere. And now it's all... On a nice sunny day, Castle Street, it's been widened. It looks like somewhere in Paris. Somewhere shit in Paris, obviously, but somewhere in Paris. And there's sometimes a fella playing his accordion. Whereas beforehand, you'd normally find orange women having a piss in the street on Ladies' Day.
Castle Street is the one leading up to the town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work, well, I still work around the corner, but if you go to Derby Square, where you've got Victoria's Koch Monument, there's a building there. That used to be our building. So yeah, there you go. There's the Scouse accent.
That makes sense. That's above the Door Bar 1.
Yeah, it used to be the Queen's.
Yeah.
That was our building there, Graham House. In fact, we were in there, our first year when I worked there was 2004, January. And Paddy's Day, obviously March the 17th, been there for 2 months. Got into work, we started at 11:30, and by 12 we got told there's a problem with the water supply. It's got ethanol or something in it, getting into it. So all the coffee machines are knackered, all the water machines are knackered, washing your hand is knackered, going to the toilet's knackered. You're going to have to go home. The thing you can do to counteract the effects of ethanol is alcohol.
Okay.
Well, all right, yeah, so we all went into the Queen's at just after midday on Paddy's Day, and they weren't expecting it. The place was chocker. Hundreds and hundreds of people in there. That was probably the most drunk I've ever been in my life. And my mate, who now lives in Southport, fell asleep on the train and apparently went backwards and forwards from Southport to Hunts Cross to Southport to Hunts Cross about 6 or 7 times and woke up at his actual stop as he'd just come into it. Got off and went, right, I'm here. I'm at Bootle, New Strand, I think it was, or Oriel Road. Got off and walked into his house, and he'd been on the train for about 4 hours. Managed to get off at his actual stop. Ron, if you're watching, erectile Ron Franklin, an upstanding member of the community. Nice to see you. I always bump into him in the Tesco.
Jenny says, what score are we both going for today then? I'd take a point given how Forrester are flying. But it's a funny moral, spiritual, existential thing of, I think we need some points on the board in goals at least.
Yep.
Home. We've taken the sting out of Arsenal, out of Chelsea. I don't see why we can't do it today and potentially get some points. Could be anything. And I know not to worry too much about it anymore.
On the other hand, Everton 0, Notts Forest 6. Chris Wood to score 7 goals. Work that one out. Keep the orange coat on as you've got an Argentina top. And that's a Renders Shambles Chamblay. Joachim, hello from Germany, British Bulldog. Guten Tag, Joachim.
Yeah, guten
Wie
Tag.
geht's? Wie geht's?
Can I tell Joachim my favourite German joke?
Go on.
Joachim, warum heißt Kanada Kanada? Why is Canada called Canada? Weil der keine da ist. Because there's no one there. If he's still there, he'll be on the floor laughing.
He will. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Aber ich habe in Niederlande gewohnt als ein Kind. On the border, right in the border.
Distracted by being accused of being Ron Dixon and Jimmy Corkill here.
Ron Dicko. Ron Dicko, get it right. I seen Jimmy Corkill in the First National, or the Old Bank as it's called now. He walked in, now Dean Sullivan, who's no longer with us, plays a tough man in Brookside, doesn't he? In Brookside, sorry. He was gay and his campers, pink knickers, and he walked into the First Nash wearing a fedora, this silk scarf. I've got a silk scarf and a fedora at home, so haven't I? So, and he walked in and he was like, this man is a legend. Just bounced in, very camp, ordered his ale, was looking round and everyone was buzzing off him. What a top fella he was. Ron Dicko on the other hand, with his Moby, Ron Dicko's Moby. Yeah, but they're all right, them. I like Brookside. It was a bit more rugged, wasn't it, than the likes of Corrie and EastEnders. Fucking EastEnders, man. Would you live anywhere near Walford? Miserable bastards. Not all Cockneys are miserable, by the way. I've met 2 or 6 million. What are your jobs, by the way, if you don't mind you asking? I I am a civil servant, a very civil servant.
I work for the NHS.
There you go. He helps people. I help bring the stuff in that help the people. Wo wohnst du jetzt? I live in a place called Puerta de la South, which is a lovely little fishing village just north of Liverpool, Southport.
And I live, Traum? Is that dream? Traumoblong?
Yeah.
I don't know what rectangle is in auf Deutsch.
I don't either.
And then Mandy makes the point, it's 1:31, you need to get into the
It is
the game
1:30,
comfortably.
but we are having fun. We are to leave soon because I have to avoid the rush. I can't walk up the stairs on my own with 6 million people around me.
We're in the right car for it, Louise.
We are.
Yeah.
Working for it. We are G-men. As in, genuine gangster. In it, fam. Yeah, good point anyway. I need to go in the ground, otherwise I'm going to end up in humongous mega trubs. But you know that, don't you?
Nice to meet you all.
To meet you, nice.
See you later.
I will catch you later. You'll see me. You'll recognise me. I'll be wearing my face. I will be streaming from inside the stadium. So in about 10-15 minutes, watch this space. All right. Nice to see you. Nice. Don't push the button, otherwise things like this happen.